Welcome back. You're watching the Sunday Football Show. It is great to be able to talk footy again, unless, of course, you're a Carlton supporter. Although mixed messages, I suppose, coming from yesterday's game at Marble Stadium. For a while, it looked as though the Blues might just come back and snatch it, but Melbourne managed to hold on as we take a look at the scores from that game. Take us through it.
Yeah, as we touched on earlier, dominant Melbourne in that first quarter, and the Blues was all Carlton. They were the better side after half-time. Jaden Hunt, 3 goals. Petracca, all the smalls hit the scoreboard hard, and for Carlton, just missed some golden opportunities late. 7 goals, 11. And one of our guests, I think he's become one of the most important players at Melbourne. It's Jake Melksham. Jake joins us from a beautiful spot down in Elwood Beach. Jake, thanks for joining us. Just want to ask you about that game yesterday. Did you go into your shells and go a little bit conservative, or did you run out of legs there after half-time?
Yeah, you're exactly right. First point there, Lordo. After half-time, I think we played to save the game instead of playing to win, and that's what you would have saw in the last 10 minutes when the game got tight. We started to play to win and found a way, and the will was there, which was great. I think this time last year we would have probably lost that game. So a little bit of maturity there, and it worked out to be a good close win.
So does that just happen, not from the coach's box, that's just something you guys did out there on the ground where you felt like, OK, we've got a little bit of a lead and we'll just slow the play down a little bit?
Yeah, I think what happened early in that second quarter, they started to get on top of us around the footy, winning the ball out the middle, and then we just became a little bit stagnant and, as I said, tried to save the game a little bit and play a little bit more stable and defensively. So we definitely could have put the game to bed a lot earlier, and there'll be some good learnings from it during the week.
Hey, Snake, there's a lot of talk about your lack of tall forwards, and you've obviously got Jaden Hunt, who kicked through yesterday, who plays tall and can take a mark, and Bailey Fritsch, who plays tall as well. 1 goal, 4. So they've had eight shots at goal between them. And I don't buy into the fact that you need a massive player to be kicking 60 or 70 goals if those guys do their job.
Yeah, I agree, Brownie. We got Tommy McDonald down there as well, who's a great key target. Luke Jackson played his first game yesterday, so obviously still quite young and raw. And we've got Sam Wiedemann, who's playing some good footy in the VFL. So if we got a tall player to kick to and just compete and bring it to ground, well, then it brings in those guys that you mentioned, Bailey Fritsch, Jaden Hunt, who's playing some good footy at the minute. And there's a lot of good small forwards that we've got down there.
Jake, from what we've seen, Simon Goodwin's been reasonably positive throughout this pre-season and the media work that he's done. What was his mood? And speaking to the group, we can see him now on screen addressing you on the field post-match. Was he more positive or negative at the performance?
Yeah, I think if you look at some of our faces, we're a bit disappointed with the win. Not with the win, sorry, just with the way that we played. We should have put the game to bed a lot earlier. And Goody was positive. He spoke to us after the game about you just got to take the wins. It's hard to win games in this caper. Every game is pretty tight. We saw that last year, how tight the competition was. So you just take those wins, and we've moved on really quickly now to Essendon this week.
I think everybody outside Melbourne's been screaming for Christian Petracca to play midfield since he began. He looks like he's got that fitness space now, 24 and 2 yesterday, to follow on from 38 disposals in a practice match earlier on in the season. He looks like he's covering the ground. He looks, dare say it, skinnier than what he was last year.
Yeah, he has trimmed down, Brownie. A little bit of diet. He's always had that really good physique and a bit of an Italian bull. But he's laid off some of Nonna's meatballs. He's moved out of home now, so yeah, he's changed up the diet a little bit, and he's worked really hard on his fitness. And I think he's just starting to get the game now. It's coming to him naturally, so he's looking good.
Looks like we're talking to Tony Jones, actually, with those choppers, isn't it? But
They're good.
Jake, all about Harley yesterday. It was great. He played, 50% of game time, 14 disposals. Just good to have him back out there?
Yeah, it was great. He's a player that sees the game really well. Obviously, when he was up and going, he was one of the premier players of the comp a few years ago. Yeah. So it was good to just get him out there. And I like when he's running into the forward line with the ball, put it that way.
Yeah, it's good to have him back. Hey, Jake, what happened post-match? Big Maxie Gawn, first official win as captain of the club, and you started the theme song without him.
Yeah, well, he came down and he told us that he was giving the cheer squad some high fives. So yeah, we thought that was a little bit amusing out there, cheer squad, no one there. So we sung the song twice. I think it was Harmsy, Big Chompers Harms. He had the GoPro out and he was trying to get everyone to start it early. So we just followed Harmsy's lead.
Terrific stuff. Well, a terrific start to the restart, Jake. So thanks for joining us and enjoy the rest of your time down there at Elwood. It looks sensational.
Yeah, thanks, fellas. I've got a bit of recovery with Chompers Harms now, so I'll try and settle those.
It'll be a teeth off.
Hey, just the boats.
Everyone think Luna Park's moved.
The votes from yesterday, I just thought it was all about the Demons, and they set it up nice and early. Petracca, best man on the ground by a long, long way. Oliver, he was super. I thought he beat Paddy Cripps. Wiedering just marked absolutely everything and dominated Tom McDonald.
He's going well.
Yeah, he's a
Wiedering.
really good player. And Max Gawn, still think he was a dominant player on the day.